training on how to learn. Training on how to learn. Training on how to learn. And the topic is becoming an effective student, a pathway to academic excellence. Becoming an effective student, a pathway to academic excellence. I want to exhaust all the slides. I have about 60 slides, and I want to exhaust them. Within the time frame. I didn't do much for the junior students because of the time. So please, I would want you to pay attention throughout this programs. Your school is partnering under the project that is coordinated by the Center for Educational Empowerment and Orientation, I represent, under the project CEEO, Nigeria UN XDG 4 projects. This project is across the Middle Belt states, 6 or 7 states in the Middle Belt. And we work with what we call 4 pillars of schooling: the management, the teachers, the learners, and the parents. So, pay attention as we move on. My success story. My academic life transformed from the moment I got empowered with this knowledge through personal development. When I got empowered, and you want to ask me, who trained me in this area I'm training you? No, it's to what? Self-development. Do you get it? In the Nigerian educational system, most of what we know, particularly at the tertiary level, they are through self-development, because at that level we utilize what we call the lecturing method, where the lecturer comes in and just give you the course outline, and you might not see him again until when the exams remains about a week or so. It will reappear, and you might be calling for tests and announce the date of the exams, and you don't know what, you did not fail. So we learn self-development right from the school. It's part of our core training. And I want to say that if you understand the key on self-development as a learner, as an individual, I'm telling you, it's a pathway to success. Pathway what? To success. Where you let your colleague or your contemporary, the next time they will see you, they will get to know that you are not the same person that people were together last night, because of self-development. So the key things I'm training you on here, they are global relevance, and they are best practice. If you follow them, you are going to excel academically, irrespective of what? Of the level of your performances right now. Okay? The SS1, SS2, SS3, SS1 and SS2, I wanted to pay more attention to this training. Not because the SS3 does not need it. It is because if there is anything at all that you ought to do, okay, you have more time than the SS3. Do you get this? You have more time than the SS3. Hello? So that is why I said SS1 and SS2 should pay more attention as we go along on this training. Objective of this training, one, is to empower students by impacting them with skills that enable them to learn effectively. what? Empower students by impacting them with skills that enable them to learn effectively. Number 2, to impart in the student core problem-solving skills. Core what? Problem-solving skills. That what? That later translates into entrepreneurial leadership skills. Now, listen to this. I want to tell you some facts that maybe nobody has told you before. Do you get it? You see, some of us will learn through our subconscious mind, even when we are children. You see, I'm going to teach you about subconscious mind. There are things there are certain things that speak to us, even when nobody talks about some things. I don't know, some of you understand what I'm talking about. There are things you learn, some things speak to you, to do something like arise. But later you come to discover that these things are what? They are proven. Do you get it, please? So, let me tell you this. The purpose of education is not for certification, it's for what? Capacity building. The purpose of education is not for certification, it's for capacity building, especially in the 21st century. So we are moving to an era or to a dispensation in the landscape of Nigerian economy. No, we're not going to be talking about certificates again. Even if you have the A's and the B's, somebody wants to ask you, what can you offer? Not the A's, not the B's, but what can you do? That's what we call capacity building. Hello? Secondly, I want you to know that the government cannot guarantee you a job. The government cannot guarantee you a job. So education gives you what we call self-actualization or self-reliance. Self-actualization or self-reliance. The richest man in the world today is not a civil servant. The richest man in Nigeria, in Africa today, who is Dangote, is not a civil servant, he's a businessman. Do you get it, please? So for you to live your life to the optimum, education offers you the key to get the best. Do you get it, please? It offers you the key to get the best. We were not told that there is no job in Nigeria until we go to the NYSC campus. The 21 days that we spent in the orientation camp was to what? Was to give us a different orientation. So you come home, no matter what you have studied here now, no job, you have to what? You have to start learning skills. Hello? Am I eating into your what you believe before? Am I eating into it? Okay, I'm eating to what you believe before. It's like, what is this man talking about while being in school? I've laid 2 foundations for you. I told you that education is for capacity building. The truth I'm telling you today, write it down anywhere. In the next 50 years, we'll come back to it. So, there was a man that came and spoke to us about there is no job. Hello? They told us that the richest man in the world is not a civil servant. He said the richest man in Nigeria is not a civil servant, and you know that. So you have to start preparing your mind now. Okay? You have to start preparing your mind. We are in the digital economy. Do you get the digital economy? And that's why today we are having what we call the Ministry of Digital Economy in Nigeria today. So there are skills that you are acquiring. They are called the problem-solving skills that will help you to lead in entrepreneurship, right? Okay, let's move ahead. To be yourself in a world that is constantly trying to make you something else is the greatest accomplishment. To be yourself in a world that is constantly trying to make you something else is the greatest accomplishment. Just be yourself. You are unique. Hello? Listen to this adage. The adage says, no 20 children can play together for 20 years. No dainty children can stick together